my past and future painfully clear. Because I feel blind. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it.
That was Hercules and the Love Affair. You're tuned in to All FM on 96.9. I'm Anne Algar. I'm going to be with you for the next hour. And I have two very special guests with me this afternoon, and whose names sound very alike. So if I get mixed up, you'll have to excuse me. So we have David
Hopkins.
And
we have Paul
Hopkins.
No relation, apparently.
Who, with a denying
different
all
parents,
knowledge,
we don't know each other.
Denying all knowledge of each other. But anyway, that was one of their choices of music. Obviously, they're going to be choosing all the music today. And you said that it's not actually your choice. Somebody else chose that.
No, that was a choice by the fantastic Joan Wilson, who's the chairwoman of our amazing little group operating out Volley Range, doing Manxgiving on the 15th of September.
So you bring in their other people's tunes, requests.
We're all in it together, so we all share in all the choices. Isn't that right, Paul? I think. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
So
there's a few doubles up, but
this is Paul and David, who've come particularly to advertise, I suppose, an event that they're going to be having, and which may well turn out to be an ongoing event. So, first of all, David, how did you get involved in this particular? And first of all, tell us what it's called and how you got involved in it.
Okay, so it's a day in the Manchester calendar called Manxgiving, and it is to celebrate all things Manchester and bring together the community. So we organised it after the Manchester bombing because we all felt a little bit inert, like there was just something missing and we didn't understand why it happened. So we thought the only thing to combat things like people feeling disjointed from their communities is strengthen communities. So Manxgiving is a day where people can come together and celebrate having a strong community.
That's excellent. So Paul, tell us about where it is. Where's it going to be taking place?
It's in Whalley Range on Carlton Road, which is off the beaten track. It's not on a main road. It's down side roads, off Wood Road, near the. It used to be the J&B College.
Oh, the British Muslim Heritage Centre. Oh, right.
Centre. We have a website.
Right.
The usual www.manxgiving.buzz, and that's got all the information that you need.
.buzz. That's an unusual award. I presume that's to do with the bees.
We have our logo is the Manchester Bee, one of the Manchester Bees. So .buzz seemed appropriate to have as a website.
That's excellent. So we'll give that out again before the end of the show. So, what's going to be happening at this Manxgiving?
Well, we have Tai Chi, Qigong, Yoga Laughter Workshop.
We have 11 bands.
11 bands. Thank you, Paul.
We have about 8-9. It's hard to say. Poets, spoken word artists,
really,
acrobats.
The mind boggles at the things.
There's all sorts of food. There's everything is going on.
There's going to be food.
3 stages.
Never mind stages. There's going to be food.
Yeah, there's going to be food.
There's lots of food. Yes, all different.
Well, people
types.
like food. Do you know what I'm saying? They go to these events and they like to have a lot of the events I go to. In the things I'm involved with are all the foods from different countries. So that's you're experiencing different tastes and things. So
we've got soul food.
Yeah, soul food. We've got ice cream, Jerk Junction. All the varieties of food you can find around Manchester will be found at Manxgiving, and it's entry by donation. So if you're a bit skint, don't worry about it. Just come down, stick what you can in the coffers.
And if you're really rich and you want to put all of it in the coffers, that's really good. We'll accept it. Great.
Yes.
And give it straight to charity. Just like to say that.
Well, presumably it's
for Reach Out to the Community and Manchester Mind. So they're both local charities. Reach Out to the Community works with homeless people in the local area, doing direct work. So just helping people with benefit claims, getting them a place to live. So they're doing what probably the social services used to do and the council used to do. So they're working very hard, and we've got a lot of respect for them. So
our Manchester Mind.
Our Manchester Mind, the Mind section of.
So
Manchester.
are you expecting lots of people?
We're expecting huge amounts of people. So
what time is it on?
What time? It starts at 12, so I would get down early, and it continues until 9, and then after.
Oh gosh,
after
9 in the evening.
9 in the evening.
Gosh.
So this is all the bands, and we don't mention what happens after that.
Why?
Oh no, it's just our policy.
Oh right. So.
But it's at the Carlton Club, which is
the
a
main day
fantastic
is
community venue.
Noon till 9.
Right. Noon till 9. So, and like you say, admittance is by a donation.
Voluntary donation.
That's excellent. Because that quite often I find with things that even though the actual admittance might only be a small amount, it might be too much for some people.
Yeah, definitely.
do you know what I'm saying? It's obviously. £5 to some people is sort of nothing. It's like, I can pay £5.
Some people that's quite.
But to some people it's quite a lot, isn't it? And I feel with a lot of things, I go on Eventbrite, for tickets for things, and sometimes I think that this is excluding a lot of people.
Yes.
Do you know?
And
So
a lot of the activities are free as well. So if you want to come down and try out Qigong, it's not going to cost you anything. Tai Chi, not going to cost you anything. Yoga, laughter workshop, it's not going to cost you anything. These things you pay money for usually. So these guys have come
normally
down.
you do. Yes, yes.
You can have a taster if you like it.
Taster.
Take it up later.
Yeah. Bit of Qigong.
and there's bands
You
on.
keep saying this qigong. I have no idea what that is.
No idea.
And
It's
I'm
like
sure.
movement medicine, so it's like the thought, rather the Chinese, they thought that if you could like expel energy, so if you get your chi flowing through your body and things like that.
But how is that different from Tai Chi?
It's probably quite similar to Tai Chi in many ways.
Right.
I don't know how it's different. I do it a bit.
Well, if you do it a bit, you should know how,
Oh, right,
how
yeah,
it's
well,
different.
I
You'll
don't
know
ask
more
how
than I
things
do.
work. I go and get acupuncture and from the lovely Joan Wilson, and I don't know how that works. But
No, I
it
know, but
works.
what I'm saying is to give people an idea of. So, I mean, I know that Tai Chi is the lovely. Like, I know it is a martial art as well,
Mhm.
but most people do the other side of it, don't they? The sort of slow, flowing movements and the. So, how does the qigong? Did you say?
Qigong.
Gong.
I have absolutely no idea.
So, what's the difference? What do you do? What sort of movements do you do in that?
So it would be like flowing your hands around, keeping your hands like facing each other, and you kind of imagine the energy going between both your hands.
Right.
And you do like a maybe a big wavy hand round, if you can
Right.
imagine it, in a big semicircle around your head, and then bring it down together, and then you would like push it out. And then
Right.
push
So
it
that's slightly different. So the Tai Chi is much more an individual, personal thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
For you,
Yeah, yeah.
you're not passing the energy to somebody else.
Oh, I don't know. Might be shooting the energy everywhere. I can't
Well,
see
yeah,
the
I mean,
energy.
yeah, but not specifically, do you know? So,
Yeah.
So
Don't ask me. I have the faintest idea
I
about
find it
either.
very difficult to get out of this man what these things
I
are
have no
going
idea
to be.
about either of them. Don't ask me.
Right. So tell us about a laughter workshop. What's that about?
So it's laughter yoga. And
Oh, laughter yoga.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So imagine sitting in a room, right? You're lying down and you put your head on somebody else's stomach, and then the next person puts their head on somebody else's stomach, and then boom, 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 lots of other people all putting their heads on each other's stomachs, and then one person at the end, they get them laughing, and then it just passes and it ripples through the entire group, and by the end of the laughter workshop, you'll all be rolling over crying with laughter. Now, if you can get that for a quid donation in a bucket, I'd go
Oh right.
on the 15th of September
Yeah.
to Manxgiving.
I mean, I've been to a laughter workshop, but it wasn't anything like that. I don't think we
No,
sat on the floor. I think we did get in a big circle, and
Oh,
we
yeah.
we had to walk across the circle laughing
Ah,
towards another person, and then shake hands with them,
yeah.
but without actually saying hello.
Might be a bit of that as well.
You just laughed,
Yeah.
you know. And like you say, by the end of the 20 minutes, people were just like hysterical, rolling on the floor, hysterical. So
Yeah.
it was quite
Supposed to
good.
be very good for you.
Yeah.
10 minutes of laughing releases
Oh, definitely.
natural endorphins
So
that can make you feel very relaxed.
Oh, and there's
happy.
also a fashion parade.
Oh.
So there's a 2 o'clock till 5 o'clock. There's going to be a workshop. It might go on a bit longer, but they're creating on the day. They're going to create creations that we need models and people working in the workshop. It's going to be amazing. About 9 o'clock, these guys are going to come out with their new creations and astound the crowd with their fabulous beauty. And we're looking for all different people to come down and model
Gosh.
that day. Oh, it'd be fantastic. It'd be absolutely fantastic.
excellent. So I think we'll have another piece of music. We are doing
Ooh,
this.
let's have a look.
Is it Orange Blossom?
Orange Blossom.
Souffrance, or do you want the?
Yeah, this a bit of orange blossom would be
I've
lovely.
no idea what this is.
They're
and-
like an Arab dance band.
Oh right! Oh gosh!
Oh, yeah.
So we're very multicultural as well.
Oh,
So
I'll get up and do some belly dancing for the radio.
Paul can belly dance around the studio.
on the radio. That's
Perfect for the
really
radio.
yes. That I could do that. I'm built.
We're all
for,
going to belly
I'm,
dance.
I'm built for belly dancing on the radio. So,
Yeah.
but this is Orange Blossom Souffrance. So that was a group called Orange Blossom, and the music was called Souffrance, and well, it was very nice, very
Fantastic.
calming.
Oh, I do enjoy it.
And was that your
was
choice?
my selection.
Oh, was that your
that was my
selection? Oh
selection,
gosh.
yeah.
So Paul? What's your selection?
Mine is ELO.
Oh right. Oh,
Mr. Blue Sky asking the true powers that be, can we have some nice weather on Saturday?
God above.
So this this event is taking place at the Carlton
Club, yeah.
So how have you got involved with that? Were you already involved with them in some way, or?
I became involved with the Carlton Club through PJ, whose selection is going to be on soon, and I've met people like Paul, and we joined forces, and are now fighting evil together.
But why did you join the Carlton Club? What was the Carlton Club before you joined it, as it were, or?
Well, it was just a local social club. And
right.
Sorry, just a local social club. That's a strange thing. I thought in my head, I was like, well, I was running about in my community, and I didn't really find much of a place with anybody else, and I just thought. And we joined this club, and then suddenly loads of people, we've all been joining together, and suddenly we're all finding a home together in the community, and I think that's probably one of the most important things. You know, if a monkey gets thrown out of a tribe, then they die if they're on their own. Humans need to live together and communally live. So places like the Carlton Club, social clubs all around Manchester, need to be, in my opinion, reinvigorated and brought together to unify the community in some way. I don't know.
Because the name rang a bell when you said it, so I've obviously heard it.
It's been around since 1913.
Point. Oh my gosh, that long.
Earlier than that.
Earlier than that, probably.
1850s, wasn't
1850s.
What?
Sorry, my apologies.
And what?
It's
So
just
was
that
it?
picture from 1913. I'm thinking of.
Was it like a gentleman's club then, perhaps? Do you think? Because
I think
all those
I think
houses
it
around
was
there
very much a
would be,
gentleman's club.
mill owners' houses and things, factory owners' houses, wouldn't they? Because they were all huge houses.
Yeah.
So perhaps it might have started out as a club for them to go to. It was very much
gentlemen's. Hoity-toity club. Where you can sip your brandy.
There used to be a drinking ban on Whalley Range. There were no
incredible.
pubs in the Whalley Range area.
Right.
But social clubs could get away with it. So I believe.
Right. So what?
So
how far back would that be? I mean, you're still talking the
1860, 1870.
hundreds.
The landowners, the mill owners, like you say, owned most of Whalley Range.
Right.
And
But they
it was a
did.
temperance
They
area.
did. Oh, right. Well, of course, a lot of them might have been temperance, mightn't they? In that time. So, gosh.
Yeah.
So you find out things about Manchester that you didn't know. I mean,
In fact,
so
the drinking ban was lifted in the early 2000s, and the very first place was the Hillary Step. That was the first drinking establishment in Whalley Range.
No way.
and what's that called?
The Hillary Step. It's a bar just round the corner.
Really?
That was the first drinking establishment allowed after
But
the
what
ban.
about the Whalley pub? That mind you, is that too far the other way? Perhaps
That wasn't part. That was, I think that's Brooks Bar.
Oh right, it doesn't come under Whalley Range, right?
It's just on the border.
I mean, it's
of
not
this
there anymore
temperance
now,
area.
is it? It's not there anymore anyway now.
Well, the building
it's
is,
flats.
it's flats.
But yeah, so that came under a different district.
I think so.
Okay.
Just into the border of Brooks Bar.
I bet it was. Yeah, just gosh.
And outside the Whalley pub, there was a toll gate. To go into the Whalley Range, you had to pay. This is local history as well.
Right, and yet now see at the top of Seymour Grove, there's a pub called the Tollgate. So there again, that's probably got something to do.
Private areas.
See what I mean? You find things out that you didn't really know. You just think, oh, the pub's called the Tollgate, and that's it. But now you're saying there was a Tollgate.
There was also a pub down Withington Road called Court on the Hop, but that was if you were coming from town. Court on the Hop was on the left-hand side. That wasn't Whalley Range. This side, the right-hand side, was Whalley Range. So they were allowed that pub. So I believe.
Gosh. Because, I mean, at one stage there was a brewery there just on the outskirts of Whalley Range again, wasn't it? In Hyde's Brewery,
I think it was Hyde's Brewery.
Yeah, gosh.
The building's still there. Little private one. Used to have
just not
the
the
Shire
big
horses and the carts.
Yeah, not the big brewery on the corner, which used to be
Hop.
Harp lager. That's again, people my age still call it harp lager. You know, you go past harp lager. Of course, it's not called that now.
Opposite the.
At the end of Great Western, is it Great Western Street?
But I'm just thinking the other one was opposite the probation centre.
Right.
It was an old-fashioned building, cobbled yard.
Sounds very nice.
Shire horses, carts, an old-fashioned family brewery.
Brewery, gosh. And yet Whalley Range was a temperance place. That's amazing. So, but now obviously you can drink. Is the alcohol going to be available?
There'll be 2 bars. There'll be a bar inside and outside, and a gin bar. Fantastic.
The Manx Ginning Tent.
Oh.
Manx Ginning.
See, these have become very popular now, haven't they?
Apparently
These
so.
Gin. I'm tempted. I mean, I don't really drink, but I'm tempted to perhaps have a go at drinking gin.
Yes.
I did drink gin many years ago, but it does seem to have become really popular. And I mean, there's a place here in Levenshulme called the Klondike.
Oh yeah,
which
Jamie Whittaker runs.
They do similar things, you know. But and I know a couple of my granddaughters are really into the different types of gin, drinking the different types of gin. So and I keep thinking, I'm going to have a try at that someday, whether I get round to it or not.
Come to the garden club and try it on Saturday.
Well,
Mother's Ruin, that's what they used to call it, isn't it?
Accessible toilets outside.
I would, possibly, but I have got a choir practice from 12 till 4, so it would
we're
have
still
to
open
be,
till 9.
It would have to be after that,
Looking forward to it.
which is not far from there actually. It's in
You can do your outside
Ardwick.
broadcast, can't you?
So actually, it's a pity that you didn't get in touch before, because we might have been able to do an outside broadcast, possibly. I don't know, because I'm not
maybe Ed's listening out there, thinks
in
it's a good
charge
idea.
of those things, but
come and
possibly.
record us.
So, gosh, right, another piece of music. This is the. Is it the Isley Brothers or the Isley Brothers?
And this
right.
this is Martin's selection, who he gets all our musical acts.
Oh, right.
Deals with all the egos.
Right. And this is his choice.
Yeah, he's a crooner.
So this is the Isley Brothers, Don't Let Me Be Alone.
Do me wrong, do me right, baby. Tell me lies, but hold me tight, and save your goodbyes till the morning light. But don't let me be lonely tonight. Say goodbye, woman, say hello, hello, hello. Sure enough good to see you. Oh, but it's time to go. Don't say yes, but please don't say no. I don't wanna be lonely tonight. Go away then, damn you. Gonna do as you please, gonna do as you please, girl. You ain't gonna see me getting down on my knees, 'cause I'm undecided and your heart's been divided. You've been turning my world upside down. Oh, baby. Do me wrong, don't let me be lonely tonight. Say your goodbye for the morning light. Lord, I don't wanna be lonely tonight. No, 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 no. I don't wanna be lonely tonight. No, I don't wanna be lonely tonight. No, 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 no. Don't let me be lonely tonight. Don't do it, baby. I don't wanna be lonely tonight.
And that was the Isley Brothers, Don't Let Me Be Lonely Tonight. You're tuned into All FM on 96.9. This is Anne's All Sorts, and my guests this afternoon are David Hopkins
Hey-o.
and Paul Hopkins, who are not related, so they say. But I think there's a mystery there that needs to be delved into. So
He's my son.
Hey, I'm back.
no, what is it? David, I am your father.
David, what's that?
Luke.
Yes, from Star Wars.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Darth
Darth
Vader.
Vader wasn't called David, was he?
No, he
right.
said to Luke, didn't he?
What was
That's
Darth's
what I say.
name? Was Darth's name Darth at the start?
No, he was something
was
Skywalker, wasn't he?
Oh,
Anakin.
Right. Anakin.
Was he
Was he
Anakin? Yeah, he was.
Oh,
Anakin
I'm bored of
Skywalker.
Star Wars
But he
now.
didn't like
Disney
Anakin,
bought
so he
me,
took on
yeah.
Dave.
But Dave.
Dave Skywalker.
Dave
But that's
Dave
what I'm
Father.
saying, that Paul would say to you,
Yeah.
David, I am
Bill
your father.
Skywalker.
But no, they're not related,
No.
but they are involved together in
We are
this
involved.
Thanksgiving event that's going to be taking place on
15th of September from 12 o'clock till 9 p.m.
at the Carlton
Carlton
Club
Club.
in Wally Range.
Instant jingles.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't have to sing it. That was
Oh, right.
okay. You could have just.
Hey, no worries, no worries.
So this is we've heard quite a lot about what's going to be happening on the day. But what made you get involved in it, or how did you become? Is it your idea?
No,
or,
it's not my idea.
Right.
It was PJ's idea. Who is the on next?
Possibly, yes, yeah.
Whose song is the? But it was his idea. He thought of the concept of Manxgiving, of people coming together and
Right.
sharing a day. He thought of that idea from, I think from his mouth it would be, he'd been over, seen Thanksgiving, thought that's a good idea, but wasn't too sure about the religious connotations and also the connotations of slaughtering most of the
Right.
Indian
Yeah,
population
of
in
course.
America. So we ditched that and put Mank on the front of
Right,
it.
I
And now we've
see.
got
Yes, I
this
see
one,
what you mean.
this day, which is,
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
it's
obviously.
nothing to do with Thanksgiving though.
No,
we
no,
are
no,
Manx, so
no.
we're
And
Manxgiving.
we're giving thanks for being Manx.
We're giving thanks for being Manx. Hey, that's good. That should be the jingle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that should
Go on,
be.
sing that one then.
That should be you. That should be
Thanks for
your.
giving Manx. What?
That should be your motto, shouldn't it? Giving
I
thanks
think
for
we've got a
being
few
Manx.
mottos in there, haven't we?
Yeah, a few mottos. Yeah.
So, how long has it taken you to organise all this? And
About 3 hours. We got up yesterday now, about a month and a half, 2 months, 2 months
I'd
of
say
messing
about
around.
2 months.
We've been talking about it for ages because we run a cabaret every month. So
oh right,
At the Carlton-
at the Carlton
at the
Club.
Carlton
Oh right,
Club.
oh we'll talk about that in a
the
minute
Carlton
then.
Club, the first Thursday of every month, there's a cabaret that we're starting in October again, and we go right through the year, and we have a break where we plan Thanksgiving. And yeah,
Gosh,
agree with that,
And
Paul?
that's bands on for the nights, artists, poets for the night, spoken word artists.
is
that's
this
a
for
cabaret.
the,
Yeah,
oh,
those are
the
the
cabaret,
cabarets.
right?
We're building on the concept of French cabaret, so the idea of revolution through cabaret.
Oh, right. So who are some of the people that perhaps you've had on? You know the.
Well, quite a few of the people that you probably will see at Thanksgiving have been on at the cabaret at some point. There's too many to name, to be perfectly honest. I've had some fantastic Manchester bands and acts.
Gosh.
And, yeah, it's really taking off, and loads of
Some
people.
brilliant poets.
Yeah, and it's rammed out now. You know,
I think this seems to have taken off. a bit the Manchester Poets thing, isn't it? Over the last, five or 6 years, I think it's really coming more to the fore, isn't it? You hear a lot of Manchester poetry, whereas, you know, obviously before you didn't have, probably from all the adversity that we've been through, that tends to sort of inspire people. But we a couple of other presenters, Pandora, who's usually on before me, and Steve C, who has a show on a Friday morning. We did a 3-hour show, not last week, the week before, and the week before that, because the person who's on after me was on holiday. Right. So we took over her slot as well. And because she does do poetry, we did some poetry, so we, you know, some old poetry and some new poetry, and I went online and I found quite a lot of Manchester poetry, and some of it was really, really, you know, to the point. And just,
you find John Cooper Clarke in there.
Oh, John Cooper
the
Clarke.
Master.
I love John Cooper Clarke. I remember him from years ago. I saw him at, I think, Salford University, I think. So,
he used to work in, he was a technician in Salford University. Salford Tech.
Oh, right, no, I saw him performing at Salford University, like I say, but yeah, so I went online and I found all these poems about Manchester, and some of them were really, like I say, just really to the point, because some of them were done after the bombing. One particular one, I think, was actually done after the Arndale bombing. I think it was that far back, you know, but it was very relevant for you know, after the arena bombing, you know. So we read that out, and so I'm hoping, you know, people did enjoy it. So when are they going to be on in the evening as well, the poets?
So the poets are on in between the bands. So the band will half an hour, then there'll be while the bands switch over, there's another stage. Then the poets are on that stage. So the audience looks to the other stage, and then it switched back, and there's no confusion. And I think we've got quite an interesting poetry stage if you want to come down and look at something about a throne and a lampshade.
Oh gosh, excellent.
And the poets you'll see there are unbelievable. Jerry Potter, it's all curated by Tony Curry, who's an absolutely fantastic man who knows lots about poetry in Manchester. Yes. So if you want to see top poets, come to Manxgiving.
We will, definitely.
Dr. Dermot Glennon.
Oh, Dr.
He is so
Glennon.
funny.
He's a physicist by trade, but oh my God, he's a great poet.
What is it with like physicists and bands and that? What's his name?
I mean, your brother's a physicist, and he was in some big bands, wasn't he, Paul?
A few bands,
yeah. A few bands.
Well, what's Girls. The one that's on with? Who does the Sky at Night, or the Jodrell Bank?
I don't know.
Brian Cox.
Brian Cox.
He was with Dee Ream.
He was, with Dee Ream,
Seems like
we don't know about him.
I think he's played at the Carlton Club as well.
Physicist.
He has played at the Carlton Club. Yeah, he's mates with quite some people at the Carlton Club.
Oh, he probably would be. Like, say he goes back.
You never know.
Well, there you go. There's an invite to Professor Brian Cox.
If you're out there,
if you're listening and you're available, please come down to the Carlton Club.
The particles are streaming into his head as we speak.
You can come and watch the stars on our stage,
and we'll give you a free gin.
I don't know about that, Brian.
So
that's pushing it.
Right, so we're going to play another piece of music because we've still got a few to play. Right, so this is Paul's.
Oh yeah.
But I really like this as well, so I'm really glad he's chosen it.
This is to ask the powers that be, the true powers. Hallelujah. Yes, this is to ask God for a nice weather on Saturday.
Please, God.
With Mr. Blue Sky by Electric Light Orchestra.
So let's hope this works.
It's a beautiful day. us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Blue sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue, it's a place to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Hey there, Mr. Blue, it's a place to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Mr. Blue Sky, of your eyes turn red. The calendar on your wall is ticking. The days off you've been reading some old letters. You smile and think how much you've changed. All the money in the world couldn't buy back those days. You pull back your curtains and the sun burns into your eyes. You watch a plane flying across a clear blue sky. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day when things fall into place. You could have done anything if you wanted, and all your friends and family think that you're lucky. But the side of you they'll never see is when you're left alone with the memories that hold your life together like glue. You fall back again, and the sun burns into your eyes. You watch a plane flying across a clear blue sky. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day when things fall into place. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day your life will surely change.
So we had a double whammy there. So we had the ELO and Mr. Blue Sky, which I love, and then that one was called. Oh, I've forgotten what it was called.
Thanksgiving.
Oh.
This is the day your life
Of
will
course,
surely
yes.
change.
Yep.
By the.
The. Oh, I mean, what sort of name is that for a group? The.
I don't know, it's quite a clever name maybe, I don't know.
The what?
It's the.
So yeah, we played them because they were sort of intertwined. One asking for a nice day for the Thanksgiving, and the other one, which was you said was PJ's choice, whose idea this was.
The ideas man. He's our ideas man. If you go on our website www.thanksgiving.buzz, you can see all the team and you can see what's on. And PJ is our ideas man, so he came up with the Thanksgiving concept.
And that was his choice of music.
That was his choice.
The.
No, I think he's out in I don't know where he is. He's in a foreign country somewhere listening. So hello PJ, hello Joan.
Oh gosh. Really?
Hello to the rest of you.
Oh, and the rest of them. Yeah. So
So what's after this? When this so this is just a day.
Yeah, this is just a day, and then the cabaret continues, and
Right.
then it's another day next year, and it'll be annual day. So the Carlton Cabaret continues throughout
Right.
the year, and that's where we find the musical acts, and then we all come together at the end of the year or in the summer and put on a
Give
day for the
thanks.
community.
Give thanks.
Give Mank thanks.
Oh right.
Mank
That
thanks.
it sounds really good, and
Give thanks for being a
I
man.
think people don't necessarily know about, like you say, like these smaller social clubs, or
Yeah.
they don't
Yeah.
necessarily know about unless they live in the area,
We're pretty
perhaps.
big.
And
We're pretty big, and there's there's people that come to the Carlton Club from the other side of the country. Like I was down there on 2 weeks ago. There's a guy. Oh, I'm from Brighton. I was like, I just
right.
heard about it. So it's we keep it on the down low. But it's a fantastic place to come. I don't know what we're doing.
I lived in Whalley Range for on and off 15 years, from 97 till now, and I've often gone past the club thinking, I wonder what goes on in there. Is it one of these handshake under the,
yes,
the knee kind of places? I should go in and find out. Last year I did, and I've made so many new friends. It's good,
gosh,
and there's always something going on.
Always.
From
Tonight is the country
disco
music
to
night.
funk to country music
right.
to quiz nights
Oh.
to
so there's something on every night.
Not every night, but we get in
Oh,
there.
there's
right.
so much going on.
Gosh,
Whatever your music tastes,
Yeah,
good
we've
place
got
to
it.
be.
so it's country and western tonight, did you say?
Country and western, but it's kind of like a bluesy kind
Well,
of
no,
country
it's
and
just
western.
the
Sorry, I don't know.
Americana, it's sort
Americana.
of new country
I think
music.
sexy
Right,
country.
right, yes.
But I mean,
yeah.
they play Van Morrison and Bob Dylan, and
Yeah.
so that's not what I would associate with country music.
Mm,
But they are very, very good,
very
Right.
and they're called Chorlton Country Club,
Chiltern Country Club, though they need to
And
change
they-
their name.
and they play at the Carlton Club, not the Manx. And they
But are they
brilliant.
going to be playing at the
No, they
Thanksgiving?
won't be. Our fantastic in-house funk band, Funked It Up, are playing at Thanksgiving at, I think, 3 o'clock, I think.
They're playing
Gosh.
at 3 o'clock. They are
Yeah,
brilliant
They
as
are
well.
brilliant. If you want to dance, come down at 3 o'clock. After Tai Chi and after yoga.
So who got in touch with these other people to, like the Tai Chi and is that already
I
done in
organised
there?
all the I think oddities and
Oddities and
Oddities.
the strange acts, the
Strange acts.
unusual acts.
unusual acts. yes,
Martin
yes,
does all the
politically
bands,
correct.
Tony does all the poets, PJ does all the thinking, I do the website,
Excellent, gosh.
and there's a few other people who do lots of other things.
Yeah.
Ollie does the photography
And the beer.
and the beer.
Joan is our chairwoman, which is fantastic to be chaired by a woman, and also Eamon is our PR guy. And we missed anybody. Darren is our site manager. Kill us if we miss him.
he builds all the stages. He's
Really?
brilliant, but he doesn't like the praise, so we mustn't say he's
we
brilliant.
mustn't
We mustn't say Darren
brilliant.
is
Or he
absolutely
has golden balls.
fantastic. We mustn't mention that Darren builds the best sets.
Yes, right.
That's
So
good.
he's built the stage in the Carlton Club, so we've got a fantastic new stage, all fully soundproof, and he came in and did that off his own back. And he also painted the gents' toilets with me, but they're a bit multicoloured.
Right. Well, it sounds really good. And we're very rapidly coming to the end of the show, unfortunately, because I could talk to you
Wow.
gentlemen for ages, because I'm
Thank you.
sure you've got loads more
As we
We'll,
sure
we'll
you
come
have.
back
to
next year.
Next year.
Oh, definitely
Thank
next
you,
year,
Anne,
yeah.
thank you,
But
Anne.
also, if if you want to, promote any of your
Okay.
groups
Thanks, Anne.
and things,
Very
and
kind of you.
Mm.
Well, we have collected money for All FM before and donated to here, so we respect All FM.
Oh,
We've got a lot of time
excellent.
for All FM.
Well, thank you very much for that. That's
Yeah,
excellent.
no
We appreciate it. Every little helps, as
Yeah,
they say.
yeah.
So we're rapidly, like I say, we've got one piece of music to play, but we're going to have to sort of fade it out and get into the adverts at 4. So thank you very much,
Thank
both
you,
of
Anne.
you, Paul and
Thank you
David, for
very
coming
much,
on. And we'll play out with Orange Blossom again, which is...
This is the Arabic dance music.
Now,
Oh, right.
now I'm going to belly dance.
Yeah. Go for it.
This will be
So-
shocking.
We'll
Come on, people.
see what this is like.
Lift your butt.
I've been nervous all morning. I had a dream last night.
Say something, 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 something.